Hi, this video is exactly what you think it is. So if you don't want to hear me ranting and bashing your favorite little Twinkie Blorbo and bashing of your favorite show, leave. Go watch another video. Go watch your favorite chipping compilation. I don't care, whatever. The door is right there. For those who want to hear me bashing the show and criticizing that stuff, welcome. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation of how Mastermind is literally everything I hate about this show. I only have a few points, but these few points essentially just encompass a lot of the problems that the show has. So let's get right into the point, starting with Andrealphus and Stella. So, I do not like Andrealphus as a character. I like his design, I like the concept, but I really hate the execution of this character because it literally encompasses one of the main things that's like a problem with both shows, honestly, and that is the male characters getting all the complexities, all the cool stuff, and then the females. Females are always left as bland, bitchy characters. Okay, Stella. The reason why I really do not like Andrealphus is because so these two are presented as a duo plotting against Stolas, right? Okay, cool. Here's the thing. They're a very bad duo because this guy is doing all the work and leaving Stella doing nothing because she's always portrayed as a shallow, evil bitch. And she is always like that. It is very disappointing coming from a character like this. A reason why I really hate Andrealphus is because it really feels like all that complexity, the intro, well, not complexity because we kind of still just met this character, but that complexity is coming considering the track record of the show and their male characters. But all that complexity, all that intrigue, all plays on Andrealphus. All those things, intrigue, complexity, could have been given to Stella. However, she, like Millie and like many other female characters in this series, are just left as bland, shallow characters. And that just sucks because she is much, if you really think about it, much more involved. She really should be much more involved in the story. You know, instead of just being this sidelight character that's doing nothing because she's dumb. It really feels like all that potential that she rightfully deserves is given to Andrealphus. And it just sucks. Anyways, this is why I really don't like this duo, because she has a lot of potential, but all of it is given to this guy. And it's just, stinky, sucks, I don't like it. I want to talk about Stella for a bit and how much this show has just failed her because, again, let's just recap all we know about her in the story so far. She's in a forced marriage with Stolas, forced to have an heir with him, forced to keep this Goetia image and all that stuff. You know, all that pressure that Stolas has, she has it too, and we just don't see it, which is kind of unfair because it is pretty valid what she's feeling and all that stuff that happens within the plot. However, because the show really wants us to root for Stolas and that stuff, she is literally just reduced to evil bitch woman, which sucks because because she really has a lot of potential for complexity and that stuff. Now, before you comment that I want her to be redeemable, that stuff. No, you don't have to make a character redeemable in order to make them good and complex and that stuff. I just want her to be more well written. I just want her to be more involved in the story. I want her to just be more than just a shallow bitch because she has that potential, but it's not given to her because she's not a man. Compare the male characters of Helluva Boss and Hazmat Hotel and compare them to the woman. Which one of them has more intrigue, more backstory, more characterization, more everything? That's what I thought. I want to talk about this scene right here. This scene, even though it was just only a few seconds long, it was a really good, well-made scene. Really good scene. Octavia crying, rushing to the door to do something, but oh my god, what's her name? Stella immediately blocking her and pulling her into a hug to stop her from doing like anything, like literally like taking control of her fully. Mwah! Masterful scene. Really like it. Very impactful. However, it would have been so much better if her character was much more complex. It would have been so much more impactful. But her just being a shallow bitch and her brother pulling all the damn strings, it just sucks. It just really sucks. Because this could have been so much powerful and she was more involved in the story. So coming back to these two, how I would fix this is that I would have made Stella a very socially smart character. She knows how to handle people. She knows to navigate her way through the social circle. She's very smart with that. However, she is not really good with law. She's not really good with the rules. You know, that is not her forte. That is where her brother comes in, and I would have made Andrealphus a much lower character because it would have been better if the story was much more involved with like at least the Stolas arc was more with like him versus Stella, like actually versus Stella instead of Stella relying on him all the time. Anyway, where was I? Right. She's socially smart, not good with law. I would have made her brother a judge or a lawyer, and so I would have made both of these smart. She's pulling on the strings. She needs his help. That stuff. I would have that would have just made their duo much more powerful. Would have made it, an actual duo instead of him doing all the work and that stuff. And also would have made the Corcus much more cooler. Whatever. That's just my opinion. I know I'm yapping, by the way. It is very obvious this is unscripted, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. But like, yeah, this is how I would have fixed their dynamic. It would have made, and essentially how would have fixed Stella. Essentially, would have made their characters much more better. The duo actually very effective and powerful. Yeah. Also, I want to like address like his quote unquote incestuous comments. Well, they are kind of incestuous. It's just weird. Some people on Twitter are saying that he's saying that his sister's hot to be heteronormative, and that's nah, bro. That's just weird, man. That's just weird. I'm pretty sure he pointed out his sister's features because I think it's mostly just to show telling us that like the only good thing about Stella is her beauty. That's it. But it would have made much more sense if it came from Stolas, considering that he's her husband / ex / not really, because I don't know if that divorce already went through. We like genuinely, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. Would have made much more sense if it came from him, since he was married to her. He experienced her, but like it coming from her brother, yeah, bro, that's just weird. That's just weird, and I guess that was the point of the writers, like haha, weird thing, but like, nah, bro, side eye, that's just weird. I'm pretty sure you don't talk. Listen, I'm an only child, but I'm pretty sure you don't like talk about your sibling that way, bro. That's just weird. That's just weird. A final thing, my last thing I want to say about Stella is that like another aspect that why she's underutilized is that like Stella could have, if they didn't want to like do something much more complex with Stella, fine. But you know what Stella could have been? She could have been a very good world-building character. Because think about it. Why are all the powerful Goetia, or at least the Goetia with powers, why are they all men? Why don't the women have any power? Why isn't Stella given Stolas' power? And that's considering that, as far as I know, I think she's still his wife. Why isn't she given all that stuff? And it's all given to her brother that's barely around. Why is it not given to her? Are the females in the Goetia family considered lower? Like, it's not even told to us or anything. Like, she could have served as a really world-building character. And, like, yeah, would have... Are they lower? Because, like, they don't seem to be, because Octavia is right there and she's treated well. But at the same time, Why isn't she getting all the wife benefits and that stuff? Let's move on to like the second thing I really hate about the show, and it's perfectly portrayed in the court scene, specifically Stolas' grand sacrifice. You know, this would have been a really good chance for Stolas to finally take accountability for everything. You know, for his, you know, his sexual transaction, his, you know, admittedly that, you know, he did cheat on Stella. You know, just take responsibility for his actions and actually, you know, show some character development. But no, this was just portrayed as, oh, woe is me, I'm going to sacrifice myself for the person I love. Oh, aren't I doing a grand sacrifice? Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god, this could have been a perfect place to actually, like, make everything clear, but no, let's just make it all big as possible for more miscommunication, as if we don't have enough of that in this goddamn show. Yay! A reason why this would have been a perfect moment for him to just, like, be completely honest out of the blue and actually, you know, take responsibility for, like, all the things he's done, especially, like, make it clear that this was all, like, a sexual transaction and that stuff. The point is, the reason why I think this would have been a perfect moment, because it shows that even if you take responsibility, that doesn't, like, spare you from, like, even if you take full responsibility and all that stuff, that doesn't, like, spare you from the consequences of your actions and that stuff. And it would have made, like, the aftermath about all this much more powerful, because number one, yeah, he does deserve getting soda and, like, all that thrown on him. He 100% deserves that. But, like, it would have just made it, you know, much more impactful, because you can't just fix everything with a grandiose jester, you know. You gotta, after all that, he has to be consistent. You have to, like, mean it, whatever, you know. Would have been much more impactful if he actually just came really clear about that. But no, he just framed himself as, like, the mastermind behind the whole thing and that stuff. Another thing that I also really do not like is that throughout the song, he also, like, he still doesn't view Blitzo as, like, an equal to him and that stuff, because throughout the whole song he portrays him as an idiot. Yeah, you love this man so much, and yet you still don't give him respect at literally the most important moment where you should actually give him, like, the most respect. Like, oh my god, throughout the whole song still portrays him as an idiot. Now, you can be in the comments telling me, oh, he was just saying that because he's in front of all the Guisha and that stuff. Okay, but, like, this literally should have been the moment where he didn't do that. It just really felt like this was portrayed more as a sacrifice instead of actually taking responsibility for his actions. And, yeah, just didn't feel right. You know, like, this could have been the perfect moment to do that, but no, we can't have our little Twinkie Blorble be portrayed as an actual bad guy and, like, actually face the music. No. He's gotta be a sacrifice, guys. He's gotta sacrifice himself for love. Literally the most, like, fanfic thing ever, and then literally has the most fanfic ending ever for Stolas anyway. But, like, yeah, this just really disappoints me, man. Literally could have been a perfect moment to address everything, but no, he didn't do that. It's just more bullshit that's just going to accumulate more. No, god, it's just tiring. It's just tiring, man. Like, I'm not surprised, but god, it's just tiring. Also, who the hell is this guy? Like, genuinely, who the hell is this guy? Why is he suddenly, like, important? Like, we literally do not know you. Why are you, like, suddenly important? Like, it's not like he was, like, a recurring background character or some shit like that. Like, he's just there, and he's just somehow, like, important. Like, I don't know, I'm probably, like, my hate is probably stretching here, admittedly. But it's like, who even are you? Also, now that I'm here, listen, I like Vasago, but do we really need to put the Spanish guitar every time he speaks Spanish to make it very obvious to the crowd that he speaks Spanish and is Latino? Like, do we really have to do that? I don't mind him speaking Spanish. Actually, no. Extra points for him because he actually speaks a full sentence. Oh my god. Let me explain something that it doesn't only happen in the show, but many other shows too. I kind of hate it when, like, the only Latino, like, to make it obvious that a Latino person is Latino is that they say a few words in Spanish. Like, we are familia. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. At least he spoke a sentence. And I like this usage of curse words because, it actually came natural. He's a good character. I like him. But it's like, was the Spanish guitar really necessary? Also, now that we're here and talking about, like, representation, this is just a thought, alright? This is not me being too woke or something, or, like, forcing the show to have, like, more diversity. But just a random thought, like, considering that hell is where everyone goes, wouldn't there be more people that speak, like, different languages? Why is it like in here in Hasbin Hotel, the diversity is only, like, why is it only Spanish? Specifically Latino? Like, why is that? Like, genuinely, there's, like, many Christianity lore, anyway, encompasses many areas of the world. Christianity is literally, like, one of the most popular religions. Surely you can make characters from, like, different backgrounds and make them speak, or at least have an accent of their native place, native country. Like, surely they can do that, This is just a random thought, okay? I'm not saying that they should do it right now, whatever, because, like, everything's already pre-written, whatever. But just pointing it out, like, maybe do that more. It'd be interesting to see what they come up with. And, yeah, that's my rant about this. No hate to this character. I like this character. Like this guy, too, though. This guy looks really cool. Really cool crow design. But, like, yeah... Who is he? Why is he, like, suddenly important? Okay, that's the end of my ranting section. Now I want to talk about, like, the few things I actually really liked about this episode. Starting with this little guy. I don't know who his name is. I don't care. It's just, I like this little guy. I like that he's, like, all like crystal channeling and that stuff. Funny. However, my only critique is that the little guy here should have been a little gal. Because it's mostly girls that are, like, into all this, like, horoscope and crystal stuff. And it would have been made a lot funnier. Also, like, come on, man. Give the girls the time to shine. Give them a little gal. Come on, man. Come on, you can give them a little quirky gal. It would have been much more funnier. Cause it's true. I also liked Mammon in this episode. I don't know why, but just Mammon in this episode was just really good. I also really liked the suit they gave him. Honestly, this suit does a better job at saying what he is than his actual original jester fit. Like, well, it doesn't say that he's a centipede. Yeah, he's supposed to be a centipede, by the way. Horribly shown his design. But this design shows more that he's the god of greed than his whole jester fit. I really like what they did with the suit here. Because, like, a thing I don't like about Hasbin Hotel and this show is that, like, a lot of characters are just given suits. And boom, character design. Here, though, the suit works because it's not just a regular suit. It's a suit mixed with, like, features of, like, jester things. And, like, it's given, like, its own design to stand out more. It's really good. And I like the pants, too. Just really good choice in clothing. Like, it's done really well. And, you know what I said? I was done with my rant? I am not. Because Mammon also just... Well, he doesn't point it out... But, like, it is something that just has not been addressed in the show. And, like, something that he himself has also just not followed on. Why aren't the other sins punished for literally having, like, lower class as their partners? Why is it only the Goisha? Like, genuinely. He literally just outright states that they're literally sleeping with, like, he literally makes it clear that they're sleeping with the lower class. And no one bats an eye. No one cares. He also made it. He also, not attempt, no. What's the word? Oh my god. Threatened. He also threatened the fucking chicken guy. I don't care his name. He also threatened the fucking chicken sin that he was gonna expose him or whatever. But nothing happened. Nothing really... Like, why is, like, class, like, the clash between the classes is, like, a huge theme about this, around the show. And, like, they show it here, but at the same time, they don't do it there. It's just, oh, God, it's just a mess. It just shows, like, how the whole writing is just a mess, man. Because, like, it just leads up to nothing. Like, the Sins can't do it, but, oh, the Goetia can't. It's just a mess. The final good thing I want to say about this episode is that, oh my god, finally, this goddamn man finally gets a win. Oh my god, it is finally not another episode as trauma being regurgitated again and again and again and again. Finally, this man gets a win. And it's a really good win. Because I like that, like, he, that like, now he's become, like, a symbol, or at least he has given his kind hope for, like, a better future. Like, really good. I really like that for him. Overall, this has been my thoughts. This has been my rant, my critique, my yapping session of this episode, because I just feel like this literally perfectly encompasses all the problems with the show. It's lack of attention for female characters, or this discardment. Is that a word? It feels right. It's discardment. Whatever, you get what I mean. It's discard for female characters. It's mess of writing and literally and literally convenience of always using miscommunication as a problem and all that stuff. It's lack of wanting to make Stolas and, like, take accountability and always portray him as a woe is me little Twinkie. Yes, I understand he literally lost everything, but it was just. But that final thing was literally portrayed as more as a grand sacrifice than him actually taking accountability for his actions and facing responsibilities for it. And, like, wait, what was the other problem? Oh yeah, them not, like, following up with what they said down with, like, oh, you're gonna get punished. Oh, the Sins getting I don't know, slack for sleeping with the lower class, but they're not. It literally doesn't matter. It's a mess. The whole world building is a mess. And yeah. Again, it is very obvious that this video is not scripted, but I hope I was able to make all my points clear. And yeah. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments, honestly. I read all the comments here, and yeah, I just want to know what you guys think. And yeah, just add everything. What else bothered you in the episode? And what did you like about the episode? I'm honestly very interested. And yeah. Oh, if you're asking why I watch this show that I hate, it's because I like to watch bad media. Alright? I get entertainment out of this show. Okay? It is my guilty pleasure. Alright? But, like, yeah, that's it. Goodbye.